Hi, welcome to today's Talk of the Town. I'm Sandy Benson. And musical director Betsy Peterson and cast member Daniel Cort join us today to talk about the upcoming musical theater production of The Music Man at the May River Theater on Bridge Street in Bluffton, May 10th through May 26th. Welcome to the show.
Hello,
and
Sandy.
Another wonderful musical show. How wonderful. I'm excited for you.
Thanks.
So tell us about The Music Man, I guess the storyline behind The Music Man.
You want it?
You take that. You're the professional music man.
Well, I don't know about professional.
And this is the second time that you've performed as The Music Man.
This was actually my first lead role in any show back when we did this in '04. It was our third season. And Ed and Jody Dupuy, who are the owners, producers, directors. Jody, unfortunately, we lost earlier this year in January.
Right.
But Jody approached me and said, would you consider this role? And for a male performer, it doesn't get any juicier than Harold Hill. He's basically, to paraphrase it, he's a fly-by-night con man, spellbinding salesman who comes to this little podunk Iowa town and hoodwinks the whole town into believing that he's going to produce a boys band or build a boys band with uniforms and instruments, but he doesn't know one note from another. He's completely clueless, and under the guise that he's a professor, which he is not, he comes into the town, creates all this frenzy, gets everybody believing in the band and buying into it, and of course his whole plan is to take their money and leave.
Right.
Unfortunately, there's a little hitch. He falls in love with Marion, the librarian, the stuck-up music teacher, who he had to really get on his team to get everybody to completely buy in. And she was on to him the whole time, but she saw that there was a little bit more to him than just his tricks.
And he fell.
He fell.
And it fell hard. He fell hard.
There's a line there. He's getting ready to leave town, and Winthrop, her brother, says, "You better get out before they tar and feather you, Professor." And he says, "Well, I can't go, Winthrop. For the first time in my life, I got my foot caught in the door."
Yeah.
And that's really
It's a great line.
Yeah, that's so much fun. So your wife, Debbie Cort, who we all know and love, is the director. So how's that experience been?
It's been unbelievable. Debbie,
Well, she's as talented as you.
She is amazing.
It's funny,
She's amazing.
you live together, so you think you know everything about somebody, but I've seen dimensions and elements of her directing ability that have even surprised me. She's got a phenomenal feel for what looks good. She's a great dancer, choreographer herself, knows how to create that vision on stage, and really communicates quite well with a cast of people that aren't necessarily dancers, but she's making them look good, as do Bill and Betsy Peterson, our music directors, who are not only phenomenally talented, but just like Debbie, are able to communicate to people who are amateurs and make them sound like professionals. They do an amazing job.
So Betsy, a little bit about you. You and Bill are a team, obviously,
We are.
in more than one way. And so you are the musical directors. Tell us a little bit about your background.
Well, we both come from a lifetime of music in our careers. Bill has spent his life in Chicago, and he's an amazing pianist, arranger, conductor, and has conducted for and shared the stage with such greats as Bob Hope and Danny Thomas, Joan Rivers, Danny Gans. I could name many more. He's phenomenal. But he is such a great human being filled with integrity, and he is so, as Daniel said, he's good with the kids, with the adults, and he's a great partner. Wonderful. My background is from New York, and I come from theater. He's more jazz and arranger, conductor. I come from musical theater background in New York, commercials, soaps, all that kind of thing. And we made a nice partnership. I brought that aspect, and he brought the jazz and the conducting.
And with the show, I mean, what an amazing mesh.
It's been wonderful. We love the teamwork. We do jazz cabaret together. We do corporate entertainment. We still have a corporate entertainment business in Chicago that we maintain. And
that's wonderful. And we're glad you're here. I know you just moved about 2 years ago.
We did.
We're so thrilled you're here.
We're happy to be here.
So tell us there's a new stage name, correct?
Yes. Again, Jody passed in January, and Roger Barbara Clark got together and said, we got to do something to memorialize her. They basically took what was a defunct auditorium and turned it into the plush little theater that it is now, which has given the town not only the gift of art and theater, but a new place to be proud of, to come and the community to come and see well, Ed Dupuy says we're an amateur theater with a professional touch, and that really is the case. And so they created a plaque. The town agreed to allow us to name the stage the Jody Dupuy stage.
Very
At the
nice.
May River Theater.
That's wonderful.
We call her our Bluffton's first lady of theater, and they dedicated that stage to her about a month ago, and we will be the
It's
first
really nice.
production on the Jody Dupuy stage.
And
What-
that is
what an
May
honor.
10th
Yeah.
through May 26th at the May River Theater.
That is, yeah.
We look forward to it.
Yeah, thank you, Sandy.
Thank you.
Thank
for
you for
having
joining
us.
us, absolutely. And we will be right back with Talk of the Town.